Thank you so much for joining today's Guide Talk. We're super excited to continue our educational series this month with a focus on our latest product updates. So I'll start off today's call with a quick round of introductions. My name is Tyler Yeager, and I'm the account executive here at Guidebook. I handle all new business sales within the Americas. I'll quickly turn this over to Gulnar so she can introduce herself, and then we'll go over today's agenda. Gulnar?
Hey everybody, my name is Gulnar Carr. I am the product manager here at Guidebook, based in our Raleigh, North Carolina office. Thanks for having me, Tyler.
So alrighty, well, for this webinar, we broke the agenda down into 3 separate sections. The first section, I'll give an overview of Guidebook Web 1.0 and 2.0, and then briefly go over the features we have introduced. Secondly, Gulnar will demo Guidebook Web 2.0, and what's really exciting about this demo is Gulnar is actually the one who is the product manager who led this project. So she knows the ins and outs of the update, and she can also share new features for web that might be on the roadmap. And then finally, we'll close out this webinar with a quick Q&A section. And again, if you have any questions at any point, please just drop them in the chat and we'll address it at the end. So at Guidebook, we know that reaching your audiences is vital to success. And during this pandemic, we've all gone from in-person events and programming to being fully online or offering hybrid experiences. As a result of those drastic changes, we've seen a world suddenly forced to rely on virtual means for audience engagement. And as many of you are probably aware, this means prioritizing your availability and presence via web. So we've long believed that a web-based companion to a mobile app can enhance the overall user experience. Last year, at the height of the pandemic, Guidebook released the original Guidebook Web, which offered you flexibility to build impactful web-based experiences. That original release offered a new look, video streaming through platforms such as Zoom and YouTube, and the ability to have session discussions, all while offering organizers more enhanced security, analytics, and metrics. So a year later, we're still iterating to make sure the Guidebook platform helps organizers drive engagement. With Guidebook Web's new look, online participants can get in on the action and make the most of the platform. Ease of use is our top priority, so you can focus on delivering information and nurturing your community. We've made exciting updates to the layout, so interactions on the web more closely align with the way users navigate and engage on our mobile apps, which create a more cohesive experience. On the screen, here's what it used to look like versus what it looks like today. So our new navigation menu invites your audiences to explore your guide and discover everything Guidebook Web has to offer. Users are able to easily find materials from text documents to video presentations, and we've made it simple for your audiences to build connections with fellow participants. Again, here's another look at the old version compared to the new version. We also made a huge improvement to our schedule module containing key content for your audiences. The schedule is one of the most heavily utilized parts of any guide. Further, with live conversations and polling, the schedule is often the heart of a guide. We've enhanced the schedule experience online so your users can easily jump into discussions, contribute to polls, and connect with one another online. So whether it's helping you with your in-person or virtual communities, our omnichannel approach cultivates powerful outcomes for you and your users. Guidebook Web 2.0 is designed to help you seamlessly manage content for all your audiences and empower your audience members to find information effortlessly and participate fully.
Hi everybody, Gulnar here. I'm super excited to see so many of you joining us here to learn about the newest iteration of Guidebook Web. So let's take a closer look. Over time, as Tyler mentioned, the purpose of our web-based offering has expanded. We not only drive traffic to our native app, but we also provide some content and networking tools on Guidebook Web. And this helps us support your users who may access our platform across various devices. So with this new layout, users can quickly ascertain what all is available in this website, and they can explore the various web pages using the new navigation menu on the left side of the screen. For folks who are using Guidebook on a tablet or maybe a smaller smart device, we have that navigation menu button, just like you see in our native apps, again, creating that cohesive experience. It'll be familiar whether you're on web or on a different, on the native app platform. So on screen, you'll notice I have a details page. I have my connect tool, and then I have the schedule and so many custom lists housed here, housing my guide content here. And I wanted to kind of show you a quick before and after. In our previous Guidebook Web iteration, we had these segments all stacked up on top of each other, and you had to scroll up and down and figure out what all was there. So with the newest Guidebook iteration of Web, we wanted to give our users a clearer path forward so they can figure out where to go right when they first land on a Guidebook Web page. What's available to me here? What is the most important or interesting thing on this page here? Where should I go first? Helping people answer these questions instantly with our new layout is how the updated navigation paradigm really shines. As Tyler mentioned earlier, we gave the schedule some special attention. Here is the older view for comparison. And one of my big goals personally with this project was to reduce the number of taps or clicks it takes to get in and out of the schedule, to move through the calendar and then participate in sessions. I really love how we can just scroll across dates on the new schedule. And of course, we have the week navigation and we have the month navigation that you're familiar with. The whole value here is to help people get into the schedule, dive into sessions more easily, more quickly, with kind of fewer questions along the way. Where am I going? What am I doing? Let's take a look at one of these schedule sessions just so we can revisit kind of like how the pieces have been moved around here. We wanted to adjust the layout because we know people tend to gather in these schedule-driven areas, whether that means your in-person meeting rooms or these virtual areas where participants can engage with content, your videos, your PDFs, whatever it may be, and they can engage with one another, whether that's discussions, live polls, and so on. Speaking of content, I wanted to also show off our new custom lists on Guidebook Web. So just for comparison, here is the old view. Those lists are stacked up. They don't have dedicated pages. You have to scroll horizontally and only see a few things at a time. With new Guidebook Web, it just behaves like you would expect a web page to behave. We have these dedicated spaces. It's easier to see, find what you're looking for, and get in and out of where you want to go. I'm especially excited for this treatment of custom lists for those of you or organizations who rely on Guidebook for the distribution of documents and resources. I think this structure will elevate the user experience. So I just wanted to kind of share that off, just give that some special attention in addition to the schedule. While I'm clicking through here, I wanted to also emphasize sponsors. So folks can get in and kind of create this sponsor booth concept on web with our contact buttons and all the resources you can include here. So very excited about this. Again, our focus with this most recent update is improved navigation. While we have not made a major change to the feature set on web just yet, our goal here was to increase the value by improving functional utility, to borrow a real estate term there. But I think it applies really well to the project, our initiative here with Guidebook Web. As product manager, I am happy to give you all a little bit of a sneak peek into our product roadmap. I'm happy to share with you a few things that our teams are prioritizing next. We want to give you all more flexibility with regard to the inclusion of video in your guide. So we want to bring video to list items, just like we have video on schedule sessions. So if you have sponsors, maybe clubs or student orgs, other types of people or organizations listed in your guide, places, so on and so forth, you would be able to include video messages or maybe set up, again, that virtual booth concept, right? You can have a Zoom meeting that's like an open office for a department head, for example. So whether you have resources or training materials to share, we understand that video is a popular medium in addition to, or even as a replacement for the text-based conveyance of information. So that's really important to us, and we hear y'all's feedback about incorporating video. Then there are also a number of communication tools available on the native app only at this time, and that includes surveys, notifications, chat. We definitely understand the importance of reaching and connecting your audiences across devices and at times around the world. So we are working to make these powerful engagement tools more accessible to your audiences across our platform on native app and on web. So I don't have defined timelines for these projects, just know that they are in progress. I do appreciate each of you sharing your questions to help us better understand how you want to use the platform. We are here, sales team here, support team here. We are here to help you design great experiences. And it means a lot when you tell us your objectives, tell us your goals so we can collaborate with you towards achieving those.
Perfect. Thanks for that, Golnar. Thanks for the demo and all the recent updates to Guidebook Web. Now we'll work through some of the questions that have been coming in throughout today's meeting. We'll try to get through all of them. If we can't, you can expect them all to come in the follow-up email. Can you remind me the contact button just shown in the sponsor area online, is that available on mobile version as well?
Happy to grab that one just because
Okay.
I was just showing it off. So this contact button here, where you fill out a form, this is available on web and on native. Yes.
Does the schedule no longer respect the track setting?
I'll take this one, Golnar. So in our initial launch, this feature to limit the schedule tracks that showed on Guidebook Web was not included, but is not available on Guidebook Web.
Let's see.
But it's kind of overthinking that, but it's coming very soon. So Golnar, I'm not sure if you want to add anything else to that.
It's in the works. We definitely want to respect y'all's schedule configurations because we know that's really, really important to control how you share information out with folks. So coming soon.
Can you add a video to the sponsors page?
Yeah, so at the moment, videos are not included on the custom list, but that project is currently under development and it is next on the to-do list.
How about this one? So in the exhibit area, are all the tiles the same size? Can you order based on sponsorship level or booth size?
Yeah, so you can reorder custom list orders or custom list to a specific order, and there are 4 different display configurations for how custom lists can be displayed. Golnar, I'm not sure if there's, I guess that's what you're demonstrating now.
Yeah, I think the only thing I'll add is
Okay,
that within one list, all the items will have the same configuration. So no, we wouldn't be able to adjust tile size within a list, but you can do thumbnails, you can do headers. One thing that I would consider, so for example, you can see the Apple logo is smaller, even though it's like in this big rectangle, the logo is smaller. So that is one way you could kind of create the illusion of different sized tiles, is the sizing of your logo. Same thing with IBM. I just happen to use a smaller logo for them here. But you'll notice that the subtitle is here to highlight your tiers, whether that's sponsorship or maybe your speaker titles, whatnot. You can use that field as well to differentiate.
Does the safety section include the ability for attendees to upload COVID-19 vaccine and testing information?
We don't have a specific COVID feature, but you can definitely include any imperative information in a custom list for your attendees. And we've seen many clients do exactly just that.
But there's not a place where they can upload a vaccine card or anything like that. Is that what you're saying?
So we don't have like an upload tool, but if your organization has, like, you can link to any website of your choice. So if you have a web page or a shared drive or someplace, you can link to that through our platform.
Is the video feed more friendly to Safari browsers yet?
Yeah, so Zoom integration will not work on Guidebook Web through Safari. Google Chrome is recommended for best performance.
Yep, so I just wanted to expand. Zoom is one of the video tools that you can include. So the Zoom integration is a little tricky on Safari, but if you have a YouTube, Vimeo, Twitch, like those sorts of links, those should be still accessible and functional across web browsers.
People use their computers versus phone to view or build a guide. Are they automatically going to see the newest version of Associate Guidebook, or are we going to be needing something specific in Guide Builder to tap into the latest functionality when building out our guide?
I'm happy to tackle this one, Ty, because I have my builder screen pulled up. So whenever you're building your guide and you make a change, y'all are familiar, there's this like publish updates button that'll be prompted. When you make changes to your Guidebook Web configuration, let's say you enable or disable something, you'll need to hop back and publish updates. For the end user, when they're on the computer or on their phone, those updates, the platform is checking for updates regularly, automatically. So on your device, every couple minutes, it'll pull an update. And when you're on web, just as you're like clicking around and refreshing, published changes will appear.
Can live stream videos be linked or embedded from the interface?
Yeah, so you can currently add videos to the schedule sessions or in the description field of sessions and custom list items. And soon you'll be able to direct link videos to custom lists.
Awesome.
And those can be a live stream or like pre-recorded. So for example, I have like a coral reef streams here, as opposed to, you know, another YouTube that's just pre-recorded.
Can we customize the overall look and feel of the web version?
So if you have a branded space or a branded app, then you'll definitely be able to, your Guidebook web page will reflect your chosen theme once you handle that within Builder.
Hi, this is Varun. I posted that question on the customization of the overall look and feel of the Guidebook web version. So I just want to really understand, like, apart from just adding that banner, is there like can we do more, something more around the font colors, like for the text, and like maybe we can add something more around it. Right now, if you see that we can just change this Guidebook banner into a customized banner.
So I'm happy to try to pull up another example that is more colorful, but in the meantime, we don't allow customization of fonts in particular. I'll mention that. So the fonts are system-wide. However, your branding components include your images as well as the theming, right? So the whole background color of the whole page could be a different color. The font color could be different. The navigation bar at the top, the buttons instead of Guidebook blue, those can also be different colors. So your app theming or your branded space theming will reflect here as well.
Can I link content or push out content from our LMS to this tool? So essentially the LMS is a host for content.
Yeah, and I get this question frequently. And really, we're gonna have to, we would explore that in more detail with you, but we do have an open API available. So if you have more questions about possible integrations, you can definitely reach out to integrations@guidebook.com and they would be able to explore that further with you. And that's pretty standard, just depending on what information needs to get transferred between your LMS and Guidebook. So yeah, if you reach out to integrations@guidebook.com, they can definitely, you know, walk you through it and give you more info whether that's possible or not.
Can we rename schedule to agenda?
Yeah, so you're able to customize the titles of your menu items.
Let's see, another one. What format do exhibitor logos need to be in order to correctly load them for optional visibility in the virtual exhibit hall?
Yeah, so I'm not sure if it's something we want to follow up since there's some digits in there, but essentially the thumbnail images are 240 pixels wide by 240 pixels tall, and then the header image is 640 pixels wide by 240 pixels tall.
And you do not need to memorize that because we have it written down for you in Builder and on our support site. So if you're frantically taking notes, don't worry, we've got you covered. These image dimensions, the more important thing that I will say, just from a technical perspective, is the resolution of your images rather than the actual size, right? So that's what will help it scale up and down better across, whether it's a big monitor like I have or my old iPhone SE, the resolution will help your sponsors get the recognition they need across devices.
The guide builder question was more about, so this is a follow-up, it sounds like. The guide builder question was more about trying to determine if we automatically have the latest features in our builder that you are discussing, or do we need to upgrade to those? If we build our guide on the computer, will it automatically be compatible to phone with all the same features?
I'm glad you chimed back in. It's all the same platform. So if you have a premium guide, you have access to all of our features and everything on Guidebook Web. It's all part of the same bundle.
In the meeting link area for exhibitors, can you put a Calendly link or a Zoom link for a live face-to-face meeting?
Yeah,
I
so
did show that
Gunnar,
off.
since this
Go
is
ahead.
I'll say, since this is one of our newer ones, it's actually something we just released. It's only on web for now, and it's going to be coming to native soon.
Yeah, just wanted to chat about this one just because it just came out and I'm super excited about it, you guys. A big piece of feedback that we receive from many people is, especially with the more reliance on web and folks kind of on their computers more, we wanted to give people opportunities to connect with one another, of course, but also connect with your sponsor reps, connect with your HR benefits person, connect with the department head, and get on their calendar to schedule meetings, right? So the platform is great for bringing people together, getting information out and sharing resources. But we know that, real life happens outside of Guidebook. Not a lot for me personally, but we know that you have conversations and meetings that you want to schedule. So currently on web, it will be coming to native soon, but we prioritized web just because that was the feedback that we're hearing. Speaking of feedback, if I can just get on my soapbox here, please, 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 we love hearing what your goals are, what you want to accomplish. We've had a lot of specific questions about features today, which is exciting to me because it tells me y'all are thinking how you can use the platform for your specific use case or deployment. So keep those questions coming, and I will just remind you, please reach out to us, reach out to your account manager and have those conversations because you can customize this, right? You can fine tune this to fit your audience's needs. So
I hope you all found this webinar helpful. For a more tailored demo, just to suit your specific needs, always please feel to reach out to your account manager or submit a demo request on our website. Again, we will be sending a follow-up email with the recording of today's demo and additional resources, like answers to everyone's questions if we didn't get to it. So keep a lookout for that in the next couple of days. All right, everyone. Thanks again for joining.